even though I accepted the As you can see, Sango's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Nope, not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for...
Needless to say, Sango and Heizo have a bit of a history. Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Sango, Heizo was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of...
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizo has a unique personality, he's actually a nice... So I can't just ignore this case, even if Sango doesn't approve. Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler. If Heizo truly is in danger, I know he'll be... Actually, we get along great, but Sango has always asked me to keep my distance and not to act like... So, when people ask, I usually just say I've met Shikanoin a few times. Well, let's not get into that. Anyway, well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission...
Oh, it's you, the captain of Swordfish 2? My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the captain needs? So his name is Shikanoin Heizo, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant, but I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something. Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sangonomiya Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look.
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go.
Just shut up and stay put. See no more!
Let's spark things up a little.
To the ferry. Finally,
Well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easy. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazu. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my... I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. I got so excited, I nearly forgot to introduce me. The name's Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way. I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I... That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here, because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in... I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away? Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
What? Paimon's... And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried he might be in danger, so Paimon came to help. Why are you two staring at Paimon? Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
He can look, but you can't.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, similarly, a voice is an external voice box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be his voice, right?
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice! Paimon's emergency food! Wait! Paimon's so upset she can't think straight! Paimon is Paimon! We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You were only pretending to be captured by the Nobushi, weren't you? Come out with it, mister. What kind of schemes are you?
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice... Well, let me think for a moment. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryo Commission at the time, had secretly asked, but I had already grown tired of the guy for a while. So I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, the dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying... Something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island.
Paimon bets it must be something delicious. You know, because the soil of Watatsumi Island can't grow crops. There's a shortage of food here.
Oh. Food, huh? Perhaps Watatsumi Island doesn't value your little partner as much as you do.
Well, as long as the Traveler still appreciates Paimon.
Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that... So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point. Who knows? I felt there was something... Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery. Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask one more question. Did the police station say they are looking for... Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police station, or anywhere else you'd like to go. What do you think? It's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a Sango Pearl! Hey, isn't this crystal mirror?
So, have you found anything? Yes, I've found pretty much the same.
Aren't these all super expensive? Oh, these must be the valuable things that went missing from the island!
I don't know if I'd go that far. The Nobushi...
Huh? What do you mean? Did the Nobushi gather all...
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons, and Sango pearls are an even more Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi's reach. Which means they got lucky with the... If we go ask around the Sangonomiya Shrine, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being... Perfect. I knew you'd be a huge...
Well, duh! The traveler is Paimon's companion after all.
Captain, I see you found the detective.
Watatsumi Island sure is a beautiful place. I don't think I could ever leave.
You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble, that is. Her Excellency has stated that all friendly visitors are welcome. Incidents of stolen goods? Not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost the economy, including the development of trade routes and establishing our own caravans. Troops have also been deployed to protect them. so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes are already very safe. Any looting or theft would be practically unthinkable.
That's strange. Then where did the Nobushi get those goods from?
Huh? You mean you found goods of unknown origin?
Yep, and it's all Sango pearls and crystal marrow, so we know it's local.
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? That shouldn't be the case. Well, perhaps you could go ask Todoroki. Usually in the village at night preparing the goods. If something has happened, he should know about it.
Great. Thank you for all the info. Let's go.
Hey, traveler! It's been a while. You'd be coming over today.
General Goro.
I overheard you discussing a case of stolen goods.
That's right! We found a lot of Watatsumi.
I see. So you've come to ask if we know of any... I'm ashamed to say that... Yes, the caravans... We had already dispatched additional force...
And you're concerned that if...
That's correct. I never expected you to be so concerned about Watatsumi's affairs, Detective Heizo.
Just a force of habit, really. As a detective, I notice these kinds of things.
Oh, so you two already know each other?
Actually, I've only heard of Detective Heizo from the soldiers' reports. We've never met in person.
Darn it. You're right. Now that you mention it, I've been on Watatsumi Island. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro. I'm Shikanoin Heizo of the Tenryo Commission.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'd like to express my gratitude to you for stepping in and help...
Don't mention it. You never... But, if the source of the problem is not addressed, I'm afraid this...
Yes, of course. Not only have we reassured the affected caravans, but we also dispatched The reports indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Godot. It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players behind Godot, and that their target is none other than Watatsumi Island's value. But unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further, given
that Rito, the island where the International Trade Association is located, is not part of your territory, yes. They have...
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Heizo.
It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're going to ask us to assist you in finding who's behind all this.
You're always thinking one step ahead. Yes, those were exactly my intentions. The recent end of the war, trade and commerce have now become an important component of Watatsumi Island's development. Ensuring safety of the trade routes is critical, and we can't... So, will you please help Watatsumi Island, Detective Heizo?
I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what he wishes.
Great! With both Detective Heizo and the Traveler on the case, I'm sure it'll be solved in no time. The situation is now in your capable hands. I look forward to hearing your report.
All right, we'll take care of it. Traveler, let's go discuss where to head from here. Very perceptive. Seems even Paimon has her Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
Huh? Intuition?
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
What? How could you say that? Although he did seem a little on the...
Good people can be deceptive, too. After all, well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental. Sangonomiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island. But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned...
Maybe that's because the Traveler is here today, and Goro...
Really? Huh. Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, a more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging any deeper. Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot on Rito will yield no results.
Whoa, are you serious?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning, though you may not. I sense something special about Goro.
Something special?
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island, I sense it in him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold it right there! Are you saying Goro's a thief? As in he took something valuable?
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my... Sure, I trust your judgment. But perhaps you're overlooking someone else. The truth... It's simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us. And what were we planning to do just before Goro showed up?
Oh, we were going to talk to the leader of the caravans.
Bingo. There's no time to lose. Let's go talk to...
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh, keep quiet. Let's follow him. Man alive. We strayed too far and now we've lost...
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and...
Good, let's...
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh, keep...
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries was...
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Make sure that it's confirmed tonight.
Don't worry. We've already prepared...
The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi stolen goods? But didn't Goro say all the stolen goods were headed to the International Trade Association?
And Todoroki said he'll get instructions from Goro tomorrow. Alright, let's see what we can...
Glaze lilies? What are these doing here? This box is packed so tight. Huh? What are...
Now's our chance to look around and see if we can find any leads.
Whoa! Genshing?
So, did you find anything?
Whoa! Look at all the Genshing! And grace lilies, too! There are also tons of other plants and...
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these few crates were to be imported from Rito, the price would be jaw-dropping. On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled. How about you? Did you find anything else? Foreign Trade Association? I've never heard of such an organization in Rito. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling is an even more likely possibility. Alright, in which case, I have a rough hypothesis. First,
Huh? Who goes there?
Oh no! We've been spotted!
Huh? Wait, Cap?
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. We almost missed... Captain, do you remember us? During the war, I was in the field hospital with Masashi. Teppei brought you to see us and helped find medicine for us.
Hey, come on now. I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. We haven't... When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were only going... We're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain.
No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Masashi previously fainted on the front lines. The doctor thought that it might be a neurological condition caused by overstimulated emotions. It's pretty serious. According to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia. And that was assuming the best case.
You're one to talk. Don't forget why I fainted in the first place. It's because I heard that you got yourself killed by an arrow. I couldn't handle all the... Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks, and it was only a mild injury.
What do you mean for nothing? I got shot not by one, but 2 arrows in a row. And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet.
Look on the bright side.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about us.
These goods are all seized from the hands of Nobushi and treasure hoarders. Todoroki was the one. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them, while also...
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the caravans, with Todoroki at the helm.
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even though he was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravans. And his 2 sons are also our brothers in arms. Both received a special medal of honor from General Goro, which is quite remarkable, don't you think?
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us orders and pays our salaries now. What do they call that again?
It's called changing careers, dummy.
Ah, right. Changing careers. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army like we did during the war.
I see. I think I understand the general situation now. May I ask where the
and you are?
Ah, I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you then. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties tonight and won't be able to take you there. Why don't you wait for a moment and
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm it with the apprehended bandits. Let's go. Are you still a little confused? Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose, using the opportunity to slip the prohibited goods into the unknowing pedestrian's pocket. Once the intended recipient got word of it, they would find an excuse to harass the same pedestrian.
Sir, please forgive us, sir. We are...
Sir? What do I look like? A commissioner?
Officer! Officer!
First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Go ahead,
The soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp. The goods don't appear to be from around here, so the question is...
Oh, the goods? Right, we picked them up at...
You picked them up?
Well, no.
Be honest now. Tell me the whole...
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but you see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods, and But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives, and we're all apprehended. Talk about bad luck. We didn't even have a chance to stash away the goods before...
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a fight. You expect me to believe that?
You just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is...
You really expect us to believe all this?
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of... I still remember seeing tons of Songo pearls and crystal marrow on that load. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came...
Wait a tick.
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was a pretty lady with an... It was like, boom, boom, thud! Only took 3 hits before she knocked it.
A pretty lady with an eye patch?
Oh. Does this description
no!
Okay. And how about you? Really? Okay, I'll take that. It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates, while General Goro...
What? How could that be?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning to get Goro's instructions before the caravan leaves. Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Tomorrow morning, hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well. The question of what important thing this island is missing. I can feel some connection to the question in Goro, Todoroki, and hopefully we'll finally have an answer tomorrow. Hello, Todoroki. I'm Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now. Mind if we talk about that for a bit?
You can't just go around spewing...
And what if I'm not talking nonsense?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this. Get out of...
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki. So I'm sure you must have heard. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but on the scale, they weigh more than 1,000. So the question is, do you want to put your goods on the...
What are you trying to say?
Well, nothing.
Masashi! Tokuda! Arrest these people!
Huh? Todoroki? Who dares to cause trouble at Sangonomiya Shrine? Captain? what are you...
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go.
But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. This is the captain of Swordfish 2, one of our own.
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? A long-term goal of Watatsumi is to revive its trade and commerce. And since you have been assigned to work with me, I don't care if they were your captain. Would you dare? Well, what are you waiting for? All right, I see how it is. If you two won't...
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this.
Wait! Everyone, stand down!
General Goro!
My apologies. Traveler, Detective Heizo, Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without him, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today. We mustn't raise our weapon.
How could you be so naive, General Goro? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. If going to jail could solve the problem, I would go and turn myself into the Tenri. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Not to mention the chance of Goro, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Plant 100 radishes here and maybe only 3 would grow. And those 3 combined would still... You can't grow food or medicinal herbs here. And if we buy them from Rito, we pay exorbitant taxes. My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? You awarded both of them medals of honor. But did that save their lives? No. It was the medicine that I got that saved. If we detain them today, the Shogunate will never know what we've done. We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months, and everything will be okay. No... I can trust the Traveler won't, but the detective here is a Tenryo commission officer. Forget it.
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island. Once the bill is introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces.
Oh, I see. I wish I had known sooner. In that case, until the bill is introduced.
Huh?
Detective Heizo, are you...
You mean you're willing to stay here, young man?
Come on, you two. What's with the strange looks? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more traffic between the two sides, and more people. I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while I still have it all to myself.
Thank you, Detective Heizo.
My pleasure. But one good turn deserves another, doesn't...
Oh, you mean there's something you wish to request?
I suppose you could say I'm from the Shogunate, but the Traveler next to me isn't. As far as I know, he's planning to visit other nations soon, and it is unclear if he will return to Narukami Island or not. I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right?
Well, it's settled then. He will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of limiting his...
I'll hold you to that. But if I ever find out you've lied to me again...
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier. But today, I realized my poor judgment.
But, in all honesty, it's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After all...
I understand.
No,
I'm sorry?
Wait! Paimon gets this one! It's the answer to your question, right? The one about the thing you sensed
What? The thing you sensed coming from me?
No, not what...
Hey, Hey, there you are. It's remarkable how such a barren land, to be honest, Even if I happen to find out what was going on, I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do... it's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing Yes. Everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. Watatsumi Island is an ancient land, where the soil is poor, but what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough... That missing element. That certain thing is what... Which is... I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something... When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly, this is the final answer I've been searching for. Anyway, even though we just met, I wish you could be my partner all the time. But, of course, I know that's impossible. So I'll just keep doing what I can. That way, I'll always be able to... Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on... That was an unexpected response. It'd be right... Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with... It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that... So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and invest... Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point. Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to... Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small... Someone concerned about my safety? Then it must be Ryuji, right? All right. I'll accompany you back to the police station first.
Oh, look who showed up. Listen, if you took any longer to come...
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. However, something does feel a little
Come on, would I ever lie to you? Madame Kujo-Sara is here, and she's on the warpath.
What's that lady doing here?
Doshin Shikanoin, I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
Okay. I was just out investigating a case.
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't take...
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me. These two can attest to that.
Traveler?
We're the ones who brought Hazel back.
Brought him back? Can someone please explain...
Well, Madame Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoin, we commissioned Detective Ryuji from the detective. Shortly after, Ryuji returned to tell us... that...
It used to be that the Tenryo Commission assisted others with disappearances. But it seems these days, others are now assisting us.
I mean, Is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to assist one another?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation. He even pretended to be captured by Nobushi and treasure hoarders.
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you were but since you're here, I have an extra I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor. It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly. And that I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Oh, yes, Traveler. I'm sure we'd all really appreciate it.
Heizo seems to be happy with the
You should thank the Traveler this time, Doshin Shikanoin. Otherwise, I don't think I would have let you off so easily. Here, take this letter of complaint. It's written against you. Please consider carefully what to do with it. I do not wish to see another one.
Huh? Someone? That can't be right. Why would...
You must not be doing your job properly.
No, it really doesn't add up. You two don't get it. Although Madame Kujo-Sara, just several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievement.
Then he must have gotten himself into some kind of...
Well, let me see... Oh, and since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, would you mind helping me check what cases I need to deal with? Of course. But first, I have to confirm what's going on. And...
Who would give a dog such a... Heizo talks fraud? What's that? What? Not him again.
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught you? Another dog's gone missing, huh? I know that the detective agency regularly receives such cases. You know, if we ever had the time... Anyway, just leave that case to Uesugi. I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred to me that with your help...
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter.
It's from Sango, the president of Bantan Sango Detective Agency. I assume you've met her before? You can say that. Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly concealing the truth behind the Ryuji case from years ago. Seriously, do I really seem like the type of person who'd do that?
Concealing the truth? That definitely sounds like something you would do.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright? Let's just go to the detective agency and talk to Sango. We'll need to speak...
Welcome back, Mr. Heizo. I'm glad you're all right.
Maybe next time, Ryuji. Seems like somebody's been expecting me. And I'm a...
Well, look who it is. The great Detective Heizo. I've been worried about you, so much.
Uh-oh, they're at it.
Let's not wait.
Fine by me.
First of all, that case has already been...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of...
Wait! Hold on! Can someone please explain what...
All right, let me... Several years ago, a terrible murder took place in the police station. I was still working at the Tenryo Commission then, and the victim was actually... my dear boss. Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryuji case. Also, Heizo wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency. Which at the time was called the Bonton Sango and Heizo
Huh? That's crazy! But, wait.
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison. Fortunately, Sango then promptly proved my innocence and caught the real murderer.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off, am I right, Detective Shikanoin?
Sango thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Heizo was also helping with the investigation, but after a long time, he still came up empty-handed. Later on, he decided to join the police station to continue his investigation on the inside, which is why he left the detective agency.
Ha! That's what I thought too, but I was wrong about him. He has...
Come on, stop exaggerating. First, I joined the police station long after that murder case happened. Second, purely out of curiosity, I did investigate the case. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from...
He's lying right through his teeth.
That's it. I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police station's files. If he's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did...
Whoa.
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on, say it.
It's not about whether the Traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
The thought never even crossed my mind.
You have to swear that you will not mislead the Traveler by any means, and let him investigate the truth on his own.
No problem. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Well, Traveler, are you willing to help me with this? Will you agree to re-examine the Ryuji case and...
Sango! Really?
Money is valuable, no? All right. I'm counting on you, Traveler. You hear that, Detective Shikanoin? Ha! Now we just need to...
All right, I got it. No need to keep yammering. Come on, let's go back to the police station.
Can I go catch up on my... I'm out of here!
All right, hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archive. For now, why don't you go and chat with Yoriki Owada over there? He worked on this case too back in the day. No, you misunderstand. It's not that I want you to look into this. It's just that you're the only one who can. You're the only one I can think of who Sango would ever believe. She trusts in both your qualities and abilities, so I hope your findings can finally convince her and put an end to this whole thing. Sure, she's just writing complaint letters for now, but who knows? All right, I'll go get those case files. You go ahead.
Hello there. The Ryuji case. Oh, that was several years ago now, but I still remember it clearly. Especially when the victim was the head of this police. He was really one of a kind. Decisive, brave, and smart. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryou Commission. If only he was... People will believe anything they hear. Everyone in the police station knew that Ryuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking on... Ryuji was simple and not particularly bright, but he was very loyal to those who treated him well. He's also hardworking. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him and decided to keep Ryuji by his side. Ryuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant. Do you really think Ryuji would do anything to...
So, then why was Ryuji convicted? Even Paimon can tell that's a mistake.
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryuji received... Moreover, it was signed by Madame Kujo Sara.
What? Why would Sara do something like that?
I'm getting older now, and my eyesight is poor. I can't see too clearly anymore.
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada, there's nothing to see. It's...
You can't just go around saying things like that, Wisuki. Those were just hearsay. There was no evidence.
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been assisting the Kujo clan in the Tenryou Commission. But who doesn't want to be the boss, right? And Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the Takatsukasa clan to bring down the Kujo clan. At that time, no one was held in higher regard than Isamu. So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat. Kujo Takayuki must have been planning it all along, that rascal. Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time he retires, Isamu would have been at the apex of his political power, while Masahito and Kamaji of the Kujo clan would still have been too young. The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while Isamu gained traction? So he decided to strike first.
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why? They had to find a scapegoat to pass... I'm not accusing...
What do you know? I'm sure Madame Kujo Sara must have... The guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroyama. I have to admit, he wasn't easy to track down. That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. It turned out that after poisoning Isamu, Shiroyama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to frame him. Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Sango was on his trail. Probably because he knew it was only a matter of time before he would be caught. Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the responsibility alone. I bet Kujo Takayuki promised him a sizable compensation. After all, Shiroyama had a family to feed.
There you go again, pulling conclusions out of thin air. There wasn't any evidence of that at all.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango. So, with Shiroyama...
You...
Hey, that...
Hey. So what really... Remember. Also, it... Okay, that should just about do it.
Hold on. What...
Usually, you need to find two... Alright, you can go ahead and get... So, what did you find? Sure, let me know.
Yikes! Yikes! Come to think of it, Hey, this...
So, what did you find? Really? You found the criminal's motive and means that quickly? What clue reveals the criminal's... Just Shiroyama's testament? Though it does have the confession of his motives, we need evidence to prove what he said is true. Although Shiroyama's testament contains the confession of his motive, Ryuji's testimony cannot prove it. Sure, let me...
Hey! Takatsukasa-isan? Wow, Ryuji's conviction really was such... Huh, so Shiroyama's conviction... A synthetic toxin? What's that?
So, what did you find? Really? You found what clue reveals the criminal? Although Shiroyama's testament contains the confession of his motive, Ryuji's Although the conviction states that Shiroyama grew to resent Takatsukasa Isamu due to work conflicts, it's not detailed enough for us to understand the motive. Perhaps you should give... just Shiroyama... We need evidence... Excellent work! According to the victim's message, the two had deep conflicts. It is true that Isamu used Shiroyama's family to blackmail him. Such circumstances could be enough.
But wasn't Takatsukasa Isamu good to Shiroyama? But maybe he didn't really bring...
Is that what you think, Paimon? Well, but if you consider the circumstances, what he sent wasn't Isamu was essentially implying, I can put anything in your wife's
So scary!
You don't really catch criminals by Basically, these two clues work to verify each other, and the murderer's motive is confirmed. Next, which clue confirms the criminal's means? So, what did you find? Bingo! The autopsy report confirms that the cause of death was a special toxin. The testament indicates that Shiroyama used his position as a forensic expert, but is that really the truth? Is it not possible that the Well, according to the toxicology report, this white powder only dissolves in water. Neither rice nor the fish liver paste could be used as a carrier of the toxin. Putting the poison elsewhere would not only fail to guarantee a lethal dose, but would also increase the chance of it being noticed by the deceased.
Add that to the motive for the crime and...
Yep, pretty clear cut, wouldn't you say? Look.
Yeah, it's pretty clear cut.
Oh? Well, what's bugging you? Very nice. Top marks for attention to detail. It doesn't have any real bearing on the case. So, why would Madame Kujo-Sara sign one conviction sentencing Ryuji to temporary incarceration awaiting trial, and another conviction sentencing You may have heard some rumors back at the station that when this case first came up, the Kujo clan higher-ups were in dire need of a scapegoat to keep the Takatsukasa. In less than a week, the conviction was drafted, sent to Madame Kujo-Sara, and signed. Allegedly, she knew, but anyone who buys this story clearly doesn't know that much about Madame Kujo-Sara. She's the most principled person in the entire Tenryou Commission, for goodness. So, how would she respond to a case filled with unanswered questions?
Oh, you mean...
Exactly. Before she signed it, she changed Ryuji's conviction from the death sentence to Ryuji escaped a disastrous fate without ever realizing it. Had Madame Kujo-Sara not changed his sentence, Sango would have been seeking justice for a dead man.
Why was Sara so lenient with Ryuji?
That's the wrong question. This wasn't about... Given the enormous pressure she would...
Pressure?
The pressure came from all... How this became...
Ugh.
Fortunately, Madame Kujo-Sara... Just because she has never... This also puzzles me. Maybe but regardless, this isn't essential to the case. The crucial elements are Shiroyama's motive and means. Maybe the report was wrong. Well, I've had... I don't You tell me. I was starting to think you're absolutely... Why was the research... Don't... Let's talk somewhere...
Make my escape. And away I go!
This is a quiet spot. All right. Here's the secret I've been...
Great! But...
It's not like you think. I wasn't the one who tore... Look, just read it over for... Finished? Do you see the method used by the Oh, wait, what? Where'd you conjure that answer? That's correct. The white... As a forensic doctor, he provided a special... Then, he tricked Ryuji into sending... This is the real modus...
Oh, that's...
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, poof, that's it. It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind him.
Huh. You mean there was someone else pulling the strings?
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log? It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse. After I found the missing pages, the Kujo clan... Of course, I had only... To avoid coming... I found a huge... I had to... But then...
So it was him!
Let's review the whole... First, Takatsukasa is... When Takayuki... Meanwhile, after the incident... In the meantime... And yet...
This Kujo...
That would be... Besides...
But...
Legally speaking...
So basically...
Mental trauma. He's like an I'm pretty sure... Or why I left it... If he found out the facts about to prevent Ryu... Did I do the right... Even if I tried to... But you're different. Unlike you've traveled far, most importantly. So... Oh... Alright.
Hey, Traveler! You're back already, huh?
We'd love to!
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not happy with the result...
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion.
Don't worry. Just tell us your findings.
Well, what do you know? I suspected that...
No! Impossible! Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file? Carefully? Ugh! No, you...
Sango, no accusations without
The truth is out and the case is closed. Well, I really owe...
Hey!
Hey, Traveler! You're back already, huh?
We'd love to!
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's
okay.
No! How could this be?
Huh.
Ryuji, I know...
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomach ache.
Sure, of course.
Oh, Paimon hopes we...
I didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Just give him some...
I'm still a little worried.
Then we'll go to him. Don't you worry about that, Sango. You...
Ah, you're here. Don't worry. I guess he can handle a lot more than I had thought. But as of today, it seems he went over to Natsuke Nogen Crafts to buy something.
Let's go find him then.
Before you go, Heizo,
Oh, really? All right. Time to...
I'm out of here! Look! There's Ryuji! With a little kid, too! Is he buying our toys? Uncle Ryuji, was my daddy...
Of course. Takatsukasa Isumu was a very handsome man.
But you look so old.
Well, I'm still your brother.
Huh? How come?
Because he treated me like a son.
Huh? Who are you guys?
We're friends with your big brother Ryuji, and with your...
Oh, really? Yay! I've met loads...
Sure. Why, I know enough stories about your old...
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, I'm gonna wait until I'm 300 years old before...
My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
Welcome to Natsuke Nogen Crafts.
So, have you gone through the cave? I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred...
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter. Can't touch me! Huh.
Welcome back, Mr. Heizo. I'm glad...
all right. I'm counting on you, Traveler. You hear that, Detective Shikanoin?
Alright, hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archive.
Oh, hello there. The Ryuji case. That was several years ago.
So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion? Sure. Let me know when...
Yikes! Hey! Takatsukasa! Wow. Huh. Huh?
So, what did you find? Really? You found the criminal's Although the conviction states... Excellent work. It is true that Isamu... But if you consider that Isamu was a... You don't really catch... Basically, these... Next, which clue can... So, what did you find? Have you... Bingo! But is that really the... Well, putting the poison...
Add that to the...
Yep, pretty...
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Oh? Well, what's bugging you? Maybe the report was wrong. Very nice. So, what? You may have heard some in less than a week, but anyone who buys this... So, how...
Oh!
Exactly. Ryuji escaped a...
Why was...
That's the wrong... Given the enormous...
Pressure?
The pressure... How this became...
Ugh.
Fortunately, Madame Kujo saw... Just because she has never... But regardless, the crucial elements... Well, I've... I don't follow...
Huh. Right.
You tell me. Why do I keep... I was starting to think our invest... You're absolutely... Why was the research...
Aha!
Don't you...
No.
Let's talk somewhere else. This is a quiet spot. All right.
Great!
It's not like you think. Look, just That's correct. As a forensic doctor, then, this is the...
Oh, that's...
True, both are harm... It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person...
Huh. You mean...
Aren't you curious? It was in Kujo Tak. After I found the missing pages, I did... The Kujo clan... Of course, I had only learned all... To avoid coming under... I found a huge stash of... I had to concede that this... But then...
So I was...
Let's review the whole... First, Takatsukasa is... When Takayuki... Meanwhile, after the incident, in the meantime... And yet...
This Kujo...
That would be Besides...
But...
Legally speaking...
So basically...
Mental trauma. He's like an innocent... I'm pretty sure that... Or why I left it... If he found out the facts about Takatsu... To prevent Ryuji... Did I do the right... Even if I tried to... But you've traveled far... Most importantly... So... Oh... Alright. Let's...
Hey, Traveler! Hey, Detective Hayes. Well, what do you know?
So, have you gone through the case files? Oh, have they approved it already?
So, what is Hazel?
It's an anti-fraud public awareness event.
Ooh, so it's a play?
Well, see, fraud is a major issue here. You've traveled between different nations. I'm sure you have to understand that scamming the poor of their money is essentially robbing them.
That makes sense. But will putting on a performance really work?
It's hard to say. Preventing crimes is more difficult than solving them. Maybe only a small number of people, and even then, of the handful of... But if even only one person escapes the clutches of a scam artist because of my event, then I'm willing to...
All right, count us in! Today we are the anti-fraud messengers!
Great! First, we need 3 actors, 2 to play the scam artists and 1 to play the victim. I already have a couple candidates in mind for the roles of the scam artists, so come with me to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Nothing eventful happens.
Hazel, what are you doing here, you little brat? Oh. Don't play your...
You still know me best, cuz.
Please wait here. I'll go get her.
Huh, so we're not here to see Miko? Bummer.
I'm flattered, but even if I wanted to, do you really think I could...
Get the Traveler to ask her next time.
Well, hello, Detective Hazo. It's been so long since you last came to see me.
Hey, community service isn't all bad, is it? I'm sure it's better than prison.
That's right. I was careless and found myself caught up in a case of fraud.
For the record, I'm not the one who technically arrested you.
Oh, come now, Detective Hazo. How would those Doshin have nabbed me if you hadn't provided evidence of my I'm here doing community service, of course. After all the information detected... But in the end, they hardly reduced my sentence at all. Even after serving a... So, don't believe a word.
I helped you get community service because you were credited with assisting the investigation. But if you find...
Oh, come on, Detective Hazo. Now you're just toying with me.
Don't give me that. Listen, I'd like to invite you to the anti-fraud event I mentioned last time. It's tomorrow night, and you'll be a VIP guest. Let's see. Appearing in the event would be equivalent to... what? 5 days of community service? How does that sound?
Only 5 days? That's hardly anything.
5 days not enough? Okay. How about 4 days?
Hey! That's a day less than what you just promised me, Detective Hazo.
Oh, my mistake. 3 days.
All right, I'll go. Just stop playing with my heart. And may I ask, will they also be coming as a guest tomorrow night? No wonder you're treating me so coldly today, Detective Hazo. Looks like you found someone else to keep you company. And what a charmer they are. I get what you see in them. I mean, you'd have to be blind not to.
Etsu, now's not the time. If I hear you talking like that to my friend again, I'll make your community service even more unpleasant than your time in prison.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they were your friend. Really.
Well, now you do. Just be sure you're ready tomorrow. I'll send you the location, time of the event, and the script, so don't be late. All right, on to our next candidate. He should be in town right about now.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now.
Mr. Iba.
Oh, well, if it isn't Hazel. Thanks to you, I haven't kicked the bucket yet.
Well, it's good to see you're alive. And well.
All right, out with it. I know you wouldn't come see me for nothing.
I see you're still sharp as ever, Mr. Iba. Look, have you had a chance to think about that anti-fraud event I mentioned to you last time?
You can forget it. I'm pushing 71 this year. You think I want to make a fool of myself?
Are you sure? You know, this event is very well funded. And now that the Sakoku decree has been repealed, I heard that your granddaughter Kazumi wants to take the chance to travel. If you participate, she can go without worrying about money at all.
Huh? How did you know? Sure, I paid a hefty fine at the time, but I can still afford her travels. You're Heizo's colleague, aren't you? How haven't you heard about this?
Well, it just so happens that Mr. Iba was a well-known figure in Inazuma back in the day. His Iba Trading Guild was even bigger than the current International Trade Association.
Don't bring it up again. If I hadn't been misled by that foreign merchant, I never would have become a commercial scammer. Fortunately, young Heizo here has some respect for the elderly, and applied for a probationary sentence. Otherwise, I don't think I would have ever seen the light of day again.
Well, if Hazel was so good to you, then you should help him out too.
He's not as innocent as he looks, you know. He just knows it's easier to get information when we're chatting outside. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Those are some pretty harsh words, Mr. Iba.
Anyway, I can't help you with that, event, or whatever you call it.
Man alive. What should I do now? I already told Kazumi that you'd show up and caution everybody about avoiding fraud. I'm sure it'd be beneficial for everyone, and Kazumi even agreed to come and listen. How can I explain to her that you were too worried about being embarrassed? Oh, she might even think that you feel no remorse at all.
You imbecile! You should have told me about this first!
Come on now. How could I have known that you'd refuse to participate?
Why, you... You sure are a crafty one, just like your father.
So you'll join us?
What choice do I have? Using my granddaughter to force me into some event. People these days.
The world needs you to step up. I will send the time and place of the event as well as the script, so don't forget to prepare.
All right, very well.
Well then. Now we only need to find the last person to play the role of the fooled victim. We don't want someone too clever for this role. Otherwise, they'd see right through this ruse and the drama would come to a grinding halt.
Not too clever. Oh! Paimon knows the perfect candidate.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. I've seen him in the police station a handful of times.
Well, we did just see a file called The Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. That's gotta be Ito. He must be in Hanamizaka.
All right then. To Hanami... Oh, but knowing his reputation, I'll need to...
How about that, kiddo? My little Prince of Mischief's got some moves, huh? Guess that means your Onikabuto is now my Onikabuto. Yeah!
Ito! What are you up to?
Huh? Oh, Paimon, my compadre. This is a nice surprise. What brings you out this way? What? No, it's not. No, it's nothing like that. They let me look at...
You win some?
That's right, my little guy. Good attitude.
There's just no helping this guy.
Oh, an anti-fraud event? I'll level with you. Oh, except that there's this Onikabuto. And, as you can see, my
Do you think all of those Onikabuto together would be a match for my one?
Huh? What this... What is this? How'd it get so big? What are you feeding this thing? Look at those
This is a small token we provide for VIPs. If you're willing to attend, then...
Whoa. Wait a sec. You look familiar. And furthermore, do Onikabuto really come in this size? You're not... Because the more I think about it, the more I'm inclined to think that you're a contestant in tomorrow night's Onikabuto Battle Royale! Yeah, you lost to me in a previous Beetle battle, and now you're trying to get the reigning champ out of the way. Am I right or am I right? Nice.
Okay. Then again.
Well, you've stumped me there.
So, you're sure this guy's our best choice?
Yeah, see? He was already one.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I'm Shikanoin Heizo.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I remember now. Listen, Heizo, hombre, did you apologize to them? You can lose like a man, you can win like a man, but you...
Ito! He works there, for crying out loud!
What? Oh, jeez. What's wrong with me? How could I forget? Of course I know you. I remember you now. You're the guy who sells lavender melons at the station, aren't you?
A lavender melon seller? At the police station?
I know what I saw, okay? So
yeah, that was me. But it was only because your assistant, Kuki Shinobu, asked me to look out for you.
What? So Shinobu was behind it? Wait.
Look, we're getting hung up on all the wrong details here. The important detail right now is that I am the host of tomorrow night's event. And if you show up, the Onikabuto in the picture is yours. Deal?
Deal. Done. But, could I get another look at that?
You'll have all the time.
Okay, sure. I can wait. Because if I'm doing this, I'm bringing my A game.
He sure picks his
Okay. So for this, the main thing we ask is that...
Script? It sounds like someone's never seen the Arataki gang perform before, huh? Don't you worry, hombre. The Arataki gang is a little beyond the need for...
You, don't?
You bet. I'll be there.
It's almost time. Everyone ready?
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's get going, Heizo.
Emperor Oni Kabuto, hang in there, Your Highness.
It takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist. Okay, I'm delighted to have you all here today to explore the topic of... To help everyone avoid becoming the victim of scam artists themselves, please join me in welcoming to the stage Miss Etsu, Mr. Iba, and the venerable gentleman, Mr. Arataki Ito. Without further ado, let the show be... It was just another bright sunny day when a distressed Miss Etsu brought her elderly grandpa, Iba, into the police station to report a crime. There, they were greeted by a kindly Doshin, surname Arataki.
Doshin Arataki, please help us! My poor grandpa has been
Doshin Arataki? You talking to me?
Perhaps for want of familiarity with the script, a confused look creeps over Doshin Arataki's face, and he asks himself that
Yes! You are Doshin Arataki! You're Doshin Arataki!
Oh, so I'm in the play. Right, yeah. Okay, got it. I'm a Doshin, of course. Okay, I got this. Ma'am, can you tell who it was that defrauded your grandfather? Rest assured, the Tenryo Commission and I are here to bring them to justice.
I don't know. It was too late when I found out. They took all of my grandpa's money, and all they left was this note.
Doshin Arataki frowns as he realizes this is more complicated.
I am the Raiden Shogun. I am currently being held hostage by the...
It's the almighty Shogun! We cannot let her...
But this is a scam, surely. I mean, 200,000 Mora? Kinda lowballing it for the Electro Archon, don't you think? Shouldn't it be...
Well, I sure thought so, but
Well, then we gotta get it back. Is there still time?
Before I could go out to look for it, Grandpa received another note.
Doshin Arataki takes the note and reads it out loud.
I am Miss Hina. I am currently raising funds to publish a photo book. I urgently need 300,000 Mora for publishing fees. In return for your support, you will receive a limited
It's Miss Hina. We can't leave poor Miss Hina in a tight spot.
You're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 Mora enough? I can spare some too if we need to make up the difference. Maybe I can get a photo of Miss Hina too. We gotta help Miss Hina out here.
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki! Snap out!
Oh, right, because if Miss Hina needed funds, she'd come to me first, as her These con artists...
Well, anyway...
Doshin Arataki.
I am
Must be us.
Wait a minute.
Doshin Arataki follows Miss Etsu's gaze to the name tag emblazoned on his chest.
What kind of whack job script is this? Am I me or ain't I?
So, the bail...
Nope, no way, not a chance. Arataki Ito would never ask innocent people...
But just as Doshin Arataki is being overcome with righteous indignation...
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. We're gonna catch the people who did this.
Even if you do catch them, How are we ever going to get...
Onikabuto? Wait, what?
Oh, well, Grandpa is a major Onikabuto breeder in our village. We recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity. We were planning to expand Grandpa's facilities, but then we were...
Man, what's that saying? It's like, it never rains, but it snowballs. Exactly what we're dealing with.
Etsu, my dear, don't worry. I'll sell the house if I have to. We'll fight.
But then where will we stay? Please help us, Doshi. Grandpa's business is going very well.
I won't hear of it. As a pup...
I was going to say, by giving you part ownership of the...
Oh, so that's what you were, yeah. It's not as enticing an offer as... Because if it's more than, say...
10,000.
What? 10,000? Well, that's more Onikabuto than I've seen in my whole life.
Please help us. As long as...
10,000...
Doshin Arataki is struck by a sudden...
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna help you out. But 10,000 is too many. I can only... As a Doshin of the Tenryou Commission, it is my duty to...
That's great news, Master Arataki. What a wonderful person you are. So strong and handsome and committed to doing the right thing. It's rare to find...
Yep, that's me. All right, there's just one final question that needs answering.
What question is that?
The question is... Where's my... Huh. Yo, Hazel, my hombre, question for you. What's my character's salary?
Ahem. Faced with a damsel in distress, suddenly...
Whoa, check it out! A check for... Miss Etsu, get this...
Thank you so much!
Doshin Arataki stretches out his hand. All he needs to do now is release the check, and it will fall into Miss Etsu's eager hands. But let go of the check he does not.
Master Arataki!
Wait. Something's not right.
Doshin Arataki is having second thoughts. Has something caught his attention? Has it aroused his suspicion? Has he finally realized the truth?
So, this is an anti-fraud...
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts to life in Doshin Arataki.
Since this is an anti-fraud event...
Is he about to act?
I gotta ask.
This is it. Here it comes.
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000 mora. Enough to get an Electro Archon out from a hostage situation. I don't know, seems pretty fish.
Hazel!
As the spark of intuition flickers and threatens to fade, Doshin Arataki clutches around in desperation. Hope, Traveler, are you going to help this poor man out of it?
Aha! Etsu and Iba! So that's what's going on here. You two are the scam artists. You put on this damsel in distress and elderly... Then you dangled the bait in front of me, waiting for me to... It's too good to be true, and you got a lot of nerve trying to scam a Doshin.
Finally, with the help of his intuition and a little guidance from beyond the void, Doshin Arataki successfully avoided being defrauded. Not only that, but I ask you all, is there such a thing as free Onikabuto? Free Mora? Or does nothing in life come for free? All right, remember, it takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all. Stay alert, everybody.
So, how's my acting? I think I did just... Right. But I pretty much... Seriously.
Old tricks. People who are behind scammers cast...
Well, no more... music... Oh, look at those sharp horns. Hey, bud, move. Oh, no.
It's a figurine, so not the moving kind.
What? A figure? So... It's a...
Man alive, you seem a little surprised. Wait, you didn't actually think this was a real Onikabuto, did you? No, surely not. Ito, old chap, you must have seen from the photograph that it was a figurine. Really?
You little punk! Give me my Emperor Onikabuto now!
It's almost time. Everyone ready?
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's get going, Hazel.
Emperor Oni Kabuto, hang in there, Your Highness. Follow my heart. All right, 2 innocent victims, Miss Etsu. There's only one possible. With this fake check for 500,000 mora, my mind is Miss Etsu. I'm afraid I can't let my.
What?
In the end, but regrettably, I ask you all. Thank you all for watching. Don't get greedy and.
Wait, my man. What did you mean when you said I avoid?
Maybe someone should have read the script. Miss Etsu.
What? Huh? I was being conned? Darn, I can't believe that.
Well, you still.
Yeah, but.
Guessing it wasn't your.
It was such a.
The trick is a common one for a reason, but don't underestimate it.
But how am I gonna protect?
Don't blame yourself, old chap.
You too, hombre?
Oh no, it's the.
Wait, why can't it?
That's just it.
What? A figure? You mean? So you really work? Got it. Maybe I'm sharper than. Hey, by the way, compadre, but you better watch out. I want you to have this figurine as a I hope that whenever you.
Yep, that's right.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Rebooting.
Ad Astra Abyss. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Well, you have already claimed today's.
forth!
No, my sword!
I must withdraw.
Witness the power of Gugwa!
I must withdraw.
Who goes there? Get them! Soldiers, quick!
Propagate! I must withdraw.
I won't. Brace yourself.
Withdraw.
I dare you!
Bested.
Can't catch me!
Let me try my blade.
Let's get down to business. Terminate! Going somewhere?
There's yours!
Boba, get them!
At the very height. I'll swoop and you! Cut down!
Brace you!
Like
Now I got sweet rails. None of this will go to waste.
say this quickly! Get the stage right! Soldiers, quick! I'm lost!
Nice and spicy!
I won't forget this.
You're toast!
Let's end this quickly! This isn't good. Pay your dues.
Clinch and Sim!
Propagate! Spring forth!
Witness the power of Gugwa!
You can't run from death.
Where are you?
Stay right there.
Rain outlines your fate.
Let's end this quickly.
May my final stand be a monument to chivalry.
Eat this!
This isn't good.
Mercy! Got you!
Scatter!
Gotta dash! Make my escape!
Winter shall eventually come.
I'll keep an eye on you.
Come with me.
We have put in... If you ever have...